Okay, so here's a tutorial on how to make an apple look like it's being peeled in an image. So first thing you're going to do, this is what we're going to create. You're going to go up to File, New, make sure that it's in Landscape. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to go out and find yourself a picture of an apple. Something that's a PNG, that way it has no background. Go ahead and select it, import it, or you're going to place it. You can make it any size that you want. I just made mine about that size so I can fit easily in the middle. Okay, so I'll go ahead and lock it just so that way it's secure for the moment. Now what you can do is you need to have a box so to create your first cut out of it. Now you can go ahead and pin draw this out however you want to do, whatever. You know, move it around, do what you need to do. Or to get it perfectly straight lines, go ahead and just draw yourself out a box, and then you're going to go up to layers, and you're going to just convert it to a curve. Okay, and then we can add our points, select those, and then make those a curve. That way it's straight across, you get a perfect curve, everything's going to be beautiful about it. Now move it till about the angle you think we'll need to make that curve. And you're just going to kind of rotate it, see which way you want to kind of start with it. Get it in place. So you can either drag your handles out, or you can just move the whole line segment. Now you're going to go ahead and unlock that, take your curve, and you're going to place it behind your little apple image, just right there on the edge. What that does is kind of creates a mask, or a boolean, as some artists call it. It's non-destructive. You can just move it around, do whatever you want to do with it. Now I'm going to start mine about right here, but what I need to do is I need to get the stem into the picture. So with this first one, I'm going to go ahead and duplicate it with Control-C, Control-V. Now that first top one, you're going to select the mask, not the picture, but the mask. Move it up so you can see the stem. And go ahead and grab the second one. Make sure you select the mask. Move it down. Now you can see you start having these little cutouts, and you're going to rotate it to whichever way you want to start first. So I'm going to do mine this way, I believe. Yeah, that looks about right. Now you're going to get just a little bit to where it's connected over here on the edge, on that left edge. You want it to be slightly connected. And you're going to duplicate it again, and you're going to rotate it again. Now you can also use the mirror tool to do this, just as a quicker rotation. One thing I want to do is I want to make each segment just slightly smaller than the last. So I'm going to duplicate it again, select those again, move it up. Duplicate it again, select again. Now I'm going to flip it. And make it a little smaller. Keep going down. Duplicate it again. I'm going to do this 2 more times. This one I'm not going to really shrink in size any. I'm going to leave it about where it's at. Go ahead and duplicate it 1 more time. There we go. Go ahead and rotate it to the direction I want. Now, you see, I don't want all that apple. I just want this little corner edge on the right. So I'm just going to kind of move this around and adjust it to the look that I want. I'm just going to keep playing with it until I get exactly what I want. So I'm going to go ahead and group all of that together, lock it in place. Okay, so what I did is I went ahead and made an oval with the circle tool, the circle draw tool, and we're just going to place it. And you're going to line it up till you get the desired curve that you think you would want back behind. See, I went ahead and dropped it back behind the apple picture. I'm just going to play with it until I get exactly where I want it and get the kind of curve that I want back here on this back edge. Once you get that, it becomes a lot easier because what we're going to do is we're going to do again. We're going to duplicate this circle. See how it's out there just a little bit? Go and bring that up. Just keep playing with it until you get it just the way you want it. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and move it down, duplicate it. Drag that over. Now this one will be a little simpler just because it's just about right already. Copy it, duplicate it. Go ahead and move it down. Okay, so we're going to, as you can see, I'm using the mirror tool to flip it. It's just a little quicker. I'm just going to move it around until I get it to where I need it to be. Okay, so we're going to do it again. Now we're going to have to start shrinking down quite a bit just to get what we need because of the size of the apples changing, the size of the slices are changing. And you don't want it to look completely ridiculous, but yet you still want it to look pretty realistic. Gonna do it one more time. Go and adjust it a little bit. This one's almost flat, almost. Get it in place, some little fine adjustments. Now we're going to duplicate it one last time. Now this is the hard one because it's so small, so delicate, and such a small space to work with. You have to just barely move it into place. You take very fine adjustments. Okay, so now that you're pretty much got this bottom piece about the way that you want to have it, we're going to go ahead and zoom back out. We're going to take the top one right here, because I saw something, like I said, that I wanted to change. And I'm basically going to duplicate it and then subtract out of it. Subtract out just a little bit off the bottom using the same one to kind of just give it a little bit more a realistic curve depth to it. Please excuse my dog, he's playing tug of war over here. Okay, so one last time. And we're going to combine all of those into one image. Even though they're not technically all connected, they are one image now. And then I'm going to go ahead and try to find the color that I believe the inside of the apple is going to kind of look like, which is pretty good. I figure kind of like an applesauce kind of a color. Okay, so then I'm going to select my brush and find a brush, usually under texture, that gives me the look that I want. Something's going to be a little rough, but not too rough, not going to go too crazy with it. Okay, so I just made a swipe so you can see what it looks like there. So I'm going to delete that. I'm going to take this pixel layer, drop it beneath, and just start painting in. So that way it gives it a little bit of texture, a little bit of depth, to make it look very, very unique. And this can be done with a lot of different things. You could do it with shoes, you could do it with face, you could do it with anything. And face will be a little bit more difficult because you are going to have to find one that's either a PNG or you're going to have to cut it out. Unless you can find one with just a plain white background, you could probably just leave it just like that. Okay, so we're done. That is our image.